how did you come up with the idea of Pitch Ice and GamCrowd?
Okay, so GamCrowd came out of a year of looking at the crowd funding and crowdsourcing industry and looking at how that was developing and looking at how we could adapt that for the gambling industry. And that's how we came up with GamCrowd. So if you think of people per hour and Elance, and you think of Crowdcube and Seeders, we've done a gambling version of both of those platforms. We saw from the crowdfunding element being able to giving a stage for startups like ourselves to pitch to ICE was going to be, I think, a good idea. So that's how we came up with the idea for Pitch Ice. We've currently got one startup investing through GamCrowd at the moment called Fenway Games. They're at 59% being funded, so hopefully we'll get them funded the rest by the end of February. We've got various startups coming onto the platform or that we're raising private investment. We're announcing at the show that we are launching our first SEIS fund, which is a UK tax scheme initiative where we'll be able to place funds into startups on that SEIS scheme. And we're also announcing a new incubator service that we're going to run alongside the SEIS scheme.
And today, in your opinion, what entrant has the most prominent and unique idea?
Okay, well, it's unfair to put me on the spot because I'm running these Pitch Ice, so I'm looking at all of them. I think what I've been really happy with is the amount of startups that are looking at different parts of the gambling industry, from the traditional bingo right down to actually voice recognition systems that we're seeing today through Capico systems. So yeah, I think there's a big spread. I've got my personal favourites, but I'll tell you after the show. But importantly, if you're here at Pitch Ice, you can go on to GamCrowd.com/Pitch Ice and you can vote for any of the startups, and then within I think we've got it up for 2 weeks. We'll announce a winner of what the people at ICE thought of the different startups.
And as you are dealing with creative and passionate people, what do you think would be a big theme this year? Is there anyone?
Well, it's been interesting organising Pitch Ice because startups, as you just said, are passionate people. It's also been like herding cats, so there's been challenges there. But hey, I think some of the ideas coming through are definitely what the industry needs. Some of them are going to struggle. Because either they've not thought through the business model or they don't have a business there. But some will get there. But it's all about actually giving them support to get there. And I think, traditionally our industry's lacked having that support. So hopefully GamCrowd can fill that space.
And existing operators and iGaming professionals, what challenge would they have this year?
No, I think we've got the different challenges that go with other countries you operate in. The UK obviously has had the point of consumption tax, which I'm sure is a hot topic here at the moment. But I think I generally believe ideas and innovation is what keeps companies growing and moving into marketplace. And if you're not involved in that in some way, then you're only ever going to be as good as your last idea. So yeah.
What kind of advice would you give a startup to succeed in this business?
I think listen to people that have done it before. They've been a startup, I've been a startup, and I know you want to go off at 100 miles an hour, and that's not necessarily the right way to do it. So listen to people that have done it before. That's not pitching GamCrowd. It doesn't have to be GamCrowd, that can be anybody. Plan. Run it as lean as you possibly can, so don't commit yourself to a lot of costs that burn your cash flow down very, very quickly, and innovate. That's why startups come to the marketplace. So don't copy what other people are doing, look at it from another angle and innovate accordingly.
Thank you so much.
No worries.